welcome to a special US elections episode of 69 Sex. Well, we're not going to be discussing the US elections right now. I'm actually going to be asking why our presidential term limits are the way that they are. Because our constitution, it might be patterned on another country's constitution, maybe the US, is it, or did we write it up ourselves, original lahat? So the US is having their presidential elections kasi they have it every 4 years. Tapos their president can be re-elected for another term. So kung ma-re-elect siya, that's a total of 8 years. Dito sa Pilipinas, we started with 6 years with no re-election. But then there was an amendment to the Constitution that allowed for re-election. And I think yun din yung nagbawas. So mas naging parang katulad nung sa US na. So 4-year terms with possibility of re-election for a second term. Tapos ayun, for a total of 8. And then there were only 2 presidents who were re-elected. And parang I forgot the other one. Was it Quezon? The other one was Marcos. And then before yung 69, 72. May March, 72 ba? So before matapos yung term ni Marcos, nag-declare na siya ng martial law. And then so all this time, we were under the 1935 Constitution that was amended in 1940, na merong re-election, tapos yung term limit 4 years. Tapos natigil nung nagkaroon ng martial law. And then when martial law ended in 1981, tapos nagkaroon ng election, Marcos won that election. And then nung nag-snap election, 'di ba? Tapos both parang si Trump, both Cory Aquino and Marcos declared that they won. But Marcos left the Philippines. There was the EDSA revolution. And then the 1987 Constitution naman, nabalik na sa 1 term lang, 6 years, tapos no re-election. So that's the history of the term limits ng Philippine president. So why isn't ours like yung sa states? Bakit kaya nabalik? Well, baka na pag-aralan ko to sa in school, but obviously that was a long time ago. Why did it have to be changed to 6 years? Bakit hindi ni-retain yung 4 years with a possibility of re-election? So magiging 8 years. That might be too long for one person to hold on to power. Tapos pero pag hindi ka naman ma-re-elect, you only have 4 years, no? Pero 4 years might be too short. So parang 6 years is between 4 and 8, so that might be just enough. Sino ba? Si Cory Aquino, si Ramos, si Estrada, si Arroyo, si Noynoy, and then si Duterte. Oh my God, 36 years na ba? Since 87? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. So, 1987 plus 6 presidents. Ayaw nga. Pag natapos yung term ni Duterte, it would have been around 2022. 2022. So 6 years. So, do you think that's enough? Or is it too long? Kasi, ngayon pa lang, naka 4 years na si Duterte. Well, he only has less than a year and a half. So, kailan ba? May. So, essentially 4 months na lang sa 2022. Tapos 1 year sa 2021. And then a month pa remaining in 2020. So, he has 1 year and 5 months until the next elections. Tapos the elected president will take yung seat June of that year. So pero a lot of people have been complaining about Duterte naman ever since, di ba? Pero is it enough? I think 6 years is just enough. Parang wag nang mag second term. It's fine. Pero I can also understand yung 4 years with the possibility of re-election kasi if the person doesn't deserve yung extra number of years, parang masyadong 2 years pa yung titiisin ng country before they can re-elect a new president. Versus kung if the president is doing a good job, majority of the people think that he or she is doing a good job, then give him another 4 years. So, tapos na yon. Wala nang extension. So, kaya lang sa Pilipinas, to have another election, a major election, every 4 years, we might not be we might not be able to handle it. Ayun. So I think 6 years is enough. Pero the important thing is, you go out to vote and vote who you think will do good for the country. So in 2022, please vote me, Jay Corioso. I wish. Yun ang pinaka-pangarap ko, to be President of the Philippines, to have the political will to do stuff. Pero wala po ata yun. I don't have machinery or influence. Maybe if I get into a situation that I will be super sikat, to have a chance, diba? Because I just really want to do good things for the country. And including, do we really need constitutional change? Kasi we can ensure na we don't have influence over the results of any constitutional changes. Parang wala tayong investment. So my proposal is, let's have a constitutional commission, pero schedule it like 2-3 terms in the future para after 2 terms, so after, parang isasama ko sa election or sa referendum, any election siguro, a question there in the ballot, do you want to change the constitution? Tapos, syempre, before that election, pagdedebatihan yan in the public stage, kung ano yung pros and cons, and then the people will decide what they want. And then, if they decide to want to change the constitution, it will take effect after 2 more terms. Tapos, the term before the effectivity date, parang mag-a-assign na ng members of that constitutional commission. So, yung the current president will have no, unless bata pa siya, kasi that will be around 12 or 12, 15 to 18 years after. So, kung 60 na yung na-elect, kunwari, na president, that will be 75, 78 years old na siya. Pero kung si Enrile nga, buhay pa hanggang ngayon. Pero yun, a lot of people, I think, my age, well, I'm not young, can be passionate about serving the country in a position of enough influence to do some good talaga. Kunwari, yung mga mayor ng Pasig, or si Isko, si Vico Soto, si Isko Moreno, there are some people who are gaining positive feedback, gaining momentum, so that that they're doing good for their local constituents. So, hopefully, talagang medyo mawala na yung mga makalumang paraan of lagi na lang kung ano yung makukuha nung tao in that position. So it's a almost never-ending cycle na they will ask for money, invest that into our elections. Tapos, they are beholden to the people who gave them money in the first place. So when they win, they have to give back yung favors, no? So, sana mawala na yung ganon. We just need to really decide for the common good or for the majority good. Obviously, laging merong magko-complain, laging merong hindi masasatisfy. Pero if there's a person, hopefully the president, who really shows yung genuine concern and care and gusto yung development talaga ng country, may kita yun ng tao. And you have 6 years to implement your changes that are hopefully all positive. So although I just want to keep on being hopeful for the future of the Philippines. No? So the next major election is in 2022. Please vote, register, and then vote, and then vote for who you think. Ako, nagtalo kami ni Tita Pogi nito before about who you should vote for. Pero really, who you can see, who touches you, you can feel, who really do good for the country. And we just hope na tama yung binoto natin. And pero kasi, if we have candidates, kunwari, we have 2 candidates that both really care for the country, win-win. Win-win, di ba? Pero kunwari, if we're always choosing between the lesser of 2 evils, lose-lose. Gusto niyo bang malus-lose? Well, that's my take. It's more than 69 seconds, but I hope you like. This is a late parang masyadong wide yung gap between episodes of 69 Sex. Before, we need a couple, several more to finish out the season 3. But the elections, I've been closely, ng US elections, I've been closely monitoring the whole day today, and nakakakaba. And maybe that'll be the same in 2022 sa panahon natin. It's so it's so disheartening when there are some old politicians who just use money and take money na they put on a facade na parang they care for the country, pero they care more about themselves and making sure that their children, their grandchildren have comfortable lives. Paano naman yung nakararaming Pilipino? So please, yun lang. You don't have to like this video, but if you're 18 and above on 2022, make sure you vote, and vote for the person who you think will be the best for moving our country forward. So that's my hope, my prayer, and thanks for watching. It's been JB for Roleplay Game Lounge and another episode of 69 Sex. I'll see you in another episode soon, hopefully, but otherwise, I'll just pop up. Bye.